I smell a podcaster coming. Let's go.
Slap Recon, here to make a quick announcement. I'm going to use my pad here because I just get a few things. There's our main man, my main man, Bone. Yes, sir. There he is. Hey, you know he's in the house. He runs things around here whenever I'm not here. We're setting up everything for what we're getting ready to do, and I'm going to go ahead and announce it now. A lot of you know, some of you don't know, but Slap Recon's going to a podcast. Yeah, it will be more of a Slap Recon's haunted deal. But I think it'll work out pretty good because I don't know. I mean, I think that I need to go that one step further. I've been asked, I've been approached, and to me it just seems like the right thing to do. It took a lot because I was out of touch because I was doing all the reading and stuff. There's a lot involved in it, and I didn't know anything about it. I really didn't know much about the doing YouTube and all that, but I just kept watching all the different ones, and I said, you know what, I think I can do that. I got a big mouth sometimes. Anyway, we're doing a podcast. Now, I'm going to give you the name of the podcast at the end of this. I'm going to make this as quick as I can. I know I talk a lot, but I haven't seen you guys. It's been a while. I miss you. Hey, what can I say? So anyway, let's get started. All right. First of all, thank you very much for all you guys that are subscribing, all you guys that are watching my YouTube and my channel, and thank you for everybody who's been giving me questions and asking me this and that. And you know, I'm happy that there's several of you in on it, you know, and checking with me and show interest and whatnot. You know, that makes me feel real good because you know, a lot of people, they get to where they forget. They think that people are forgetting them and nobody cares or remembers them or whatever. For whatever reason. You know, it happens like that. But either way, thank y'all very much. So on this podcast, I'm going to give you the name at the very end of this. Okay, it's at the very end of this. I shot a little video in studio form, but it's not me. It's just a poster, shows you the name of the podcast, what it's going to be, and what it's going to be on all the platforms. I talked with well, first of all, it's going to be about haunts, ghost stories, you know, equipment used. Some of you ghost hunters that are out there. The plan is to get you guys on the podcast. I'm not doing this by myself. I want you guys to let me know once this thing gets started. I'm going to give you my Gmail address in just a few minutes here. And then what I need for you to do is just go ahead and try to come up with something and tell me what you think, what y'all do. If it's like, if y'all are spirit seekers, I remember y'all, and maybe one of y'all want to come on the show, or two of y'all. I think we can put a couple of y'all in here, because we'll do it by Zoom, and I'll be on the main station, and then y'all can Zoom call in to the link or whatever, and we'll take it from there. And then anybody who wants to ask questions, whoever is going to be on that show, what we'll do is I'll let them know a week in advance. I'll let everybody know a week in advance. I'll throw a quick video or something. Yeah, and or put it on Facebook or something like that. And then we'll let everybody know, and then you can ask your questions. That way, the day we do the setting of the show, I have a list of questions that I'm going to already send to the guests that's going to be on that show. So whether you're a ghost hunter, a psychic, empath, you know, or maybe you might love to go to some of these haunted events that are around town or around your town. It doesn't have to be where I'm at. It can be anywhere, wherever you're from. I mean, there's people here. I'll give you a list right now. The people that are watching and been subscribing and then following, and they're from New York, Wisconsin, Louisiana, Illinois, Georgia, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and some from across the pond, if you know what that means, which is England, right? Great Britain? Okay, call it what you want. It's from where they're coming from. A lot of people, some of them come from over there. Anyway, going on to the next. So I'm gonna need you guys to, you know, show me what you got. Show us what you got. You want to be a part of this? Come on in there. No problem. I don't have a problem. You know, I mean, now I'll have to weed out a few. I understand that, because I know that there'll probably be a lot of people wanting to come in and do a podcast with me, but that's okay. No problem. I'll take you. So maybe like I said, some of you ghost hunters teams, I want to send a couple of guys on here with me, and then we can discuss the equipment you use and give me maybe a topic of something that seriously happened that really caught you by surprise, scared you, shocked you, that you think people might want to know. So, and then, going from Ballinger, Texas. Oh, recognize this? There you go. Who's that? Yeah, I gotta support my boy, man. That's my man, my main man, Dalen Spratt. Yeah, from the graveyard shift. And I know there's a lot of the shifters that are going to be watching this thing, and I know they are. And even other teams that aren't, And I'm going to try to get, hopefully Dalen's going to catch one or two of these. And then maybe Marcus might come in. And then, hey, Mark, I'm talking about watch, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying on the podcast, even though that would be cool, Dalen. But, but y'all never know. You never know how close I know who. You might think you do, but be careful. You don't know who I know. I do know a few people, quite a few. So, thank you, getting on that note, thank you, Christina Puso. She was the one that sent me, you hooked me up with Becky Vickers. I had put down on I think it was on Facebook, if I remember right. And I was letting people know that I was thinking about doing something like this, blah, blah, blah. And that I'd never done it before. And if anybody had any advice or wanted, because I'm schooling myself on, YouTube and whatnot. And I thought maybe if anybody knew somebody. And I got a bunch of different people that came in, and thank y'all for that. But then Christina gave me Becky Vickers. However, I don't know if you knew, I was already watching Becky Vickers on her podcast, which was Our Side Paranormal. And I think I watched it under my AKA. And cause I got two. I got one in the Slap Recon when I watch YouTube, and now I got one under my AKA. So, and if y'all want to know my name, I don't tell people this much, but Dalen. Well, take off the N, and that's my name. Yes, you just remove the N, and that is my first name. I call that my alias, other than Slap is actually my alias. Anyway, so thank you, Christina, and she reached out. I reached out to her. She got back with me, answered the questions that I needed. Thank you for that, and thank you, Becky Vickers. And don't forget, Our Side Paranormal. Check out her podcast and tell me what you think of that. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and give you my Gmail, email, whatever. There it is, right there. Yeah, ZitroSlap at gmail.com. Take a picture, it lasts longer. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this this video here. And we got to get back to work here. I got to set this thing. It's going to show tonight. I tried to put one the other night. It didn't go the way I planned when I finally saw it on YouTube. And I tried to put one yesterday, but my internet was acting up. They were working on it or something, and they sent me the deal saying that they're working in our area, so it just wouldn't go through right. But so when it finally did, I'd already deleted it. So it played and then deleted. So some of y'all might have seen the first one, some of y'all might have seen the second one, and it disappeared. But this one is going to be the final one. There won't be one after this. So this is, like I said, this is only going to tell you in studio form what the name is and how this is kind of going to run. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Tell me whether or not you like it, or tell me if you like it or not in the comments at the bottom, if you would, please. And don't forget, subscribe. I need more of y'all to start subscribing. Then I'm going to really need your help when we get to the podcast. And there will be a Patreon page. I've been asked that a few times. Yes, I am going to have a Patreon page added for those that want to participate. Some people do, some people don't. I do for everybody else. I always do. So, and then I think that's it. So without further ado, we good? I'm good. You good? We're good. Here comes the video. Slap is out.
strange sounds we hear in the middle of the night. We hear these things at night when we try to sleep, especially as children. We heard these things. Fear, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something dangerous is likely to cause pain or threat. Don't worry about that. We're here for a whole new reason to fear. This is Slap Recon's Haunts, Horror, and Ghostly Podcast.